In this video, we will show you how to insulate your windows to keep warm this winter. These cheap hacks will not break the bank, but will cut your energy bills. When the cold snap happens each year, keeping warm in our homes becomes a priority. With prices soaring over the last few years and with the pressing issue of climate change, there has never been a greater need to be more energy efficient. Windows contribute 20% of heat loss from a room, so any small changes you can make to insulate windows will have an impact on your energy bills and the comfort of your home. For the 80% of homes that have double glazing, upgrading to ultra-efficient triple glazing can be 3 times more energy efficient than if the windows are old double glazing. But only a small percentage of homes are taking advantage of triple glazed windows. For anyone who isn't ready to invest in replacing their windows, there are several things that can be done to help save money and keep warm. Insulating your windows can help to reduce how much energy is lost through the window and keep rooms at a healthy temperature without costing a fortune. Reducing heat escaping through a window can be best achieved by adding barriers, and there are several ways to do this. 1. Bubble wrap. A cheap hack to insulate windows in rooms that you might want to use is to apply a super insulating layer to the glass. Bubble wrap is made of air pockets that act as insulators, trapping heat and reducing heat loss. To apply, mist water onto the window glass and press the flat side of the bubble wrap against it. This method is especially useful for seldom used rooms where aesthetics is less of a concern. Whilst ugly to look at from both the inside and outside, bubble wrap can be a temporary and super cheap insulator for your windows in extreme situations. 2. Blinds. The simplest way to reduce heat escape through a window is by fitting a blind. The Energy House at the University of Salford tested a variety of blinds and found there could be reductions of up to 33% heat loss. Specialist thermal blinds that zip into place will achieve the best results. But even a standard roller blind can still make a difference for a budget solution. Also worth mentioning are cellular shades. Unlike standard flat blinds, these have a unique honeycomb structure that physically traps a layer of dead air right against the glass. In physics, stagnant air is one of the best insulators we have. By trapping that pocket of air, you create a thermal barrier that stops the cold from entering and keeps your expensive heat from escaping, potentially lowering your energy bill by 10% just by pulling a string. 3. Solid shutters. Solid shutters were a common feature in Georgian houses and have again started to become a popular form of window covering. In the research at the Energy House, plantation shutters demonstrated a 28% reduction in heat loss. Shutters are aesthetically pleasing, practical, highly versatile, and can be fitted with curtains for additional insulation. 4. Curtains. The University of Salford continued its research and found that for anyone with single-glazed windows, drawing curtains can save up to 20% heat loss. Other figures range from 15 to 25% savings, and that would depend on the type of glazing and thickness of the material. What is certain is that curtains can make a considerable difference, not just to reduce heat loss, but also to reduce drafts and help keep a living space warmer. When choosing curtains, opt for heavy fabrics like wool or fleece, as they are better at trapping heat. Adding a thermal lining to these curtains further enhances their insulating properties. Just don't ever close your curtains over a radiator, as this will trap the heat, and it can escape through the window and not into the room. 5. Layer blinds and curtains. To get the best reduction in heat loss and to stop cold air and drafts, a layered approach helps to make a difference. Combining the first 4 steps can really make a huge difference. Think like the Georgians who had shutters with heavy drapes, or blinds and curtains combinations for more thermal insulation. 6. Use sunlight and daylight. Timing of closing and opening curtains, blinds, and shutters are also important and can make a difference in heat retention and heat loss. Closing curtains and shutters as soon as the sun goes down will help to retain the heat in the room. Always open the curtains or shutters as soon as the sun comes up to take advantage of any solar gain to warm the room for free. However, if you have a north-facing room that can't benefit from direct sunlight, it can be more of a challenge to heat the room. For those rooms, it might be best to add additional insulation to the window. 7. Caulk the edges. Research shows that if it's windy outside, heat loss from the home increases and heat demand peaks. The best way to combat the effect that wind can have is to tackle drafts in the home. The Energy Saving Trust reports that draft-proofing doors, windows, and gaps can save a considerable amount of money. Plugging any drafts around the edges of badly fitted windows or old window frames can stop the little gusts of air that in winter will be ice cold. Run your hand around the frames and you can feel where there are any drafts. Simply use a quality caulk or silicone to fill in the gaps around the frame. 8. Foam tape. Instead of using a caulk, a self-adhesive foam tape is a quick and easy fix that will help to stop any drafts. Great for older windows or window openers that don't have a perfect seal to close, foam tape can seal gaps in warped door and window frames. Measure and cut the tape to fit the specific size of the gaps, ensuring a snug fit to prevent drafts effectively. According to Tessa, a provider of insulation solutions including draft excluders, using their products can lead to a reduction of up to 40% in energy costs. 9. Window film. Window film is effectively like a thick cling film wrap for windows. A window film kit typically includes a plastic shrink film that's applied to the indoor window frame with double-sided tape. After installation, you use a hairdryer to shrink the film, removing wrinkles and creating an airtight barrier. The film creates an insulating barrier, reducing heat loss. It's claimed that a quality window film can reflect up to 30% of the room's heat back into the room in the winter. Although cheap film kits are probably less than this, for a quick and relatively cheap solution to provide extra window insulation, this is well worth considering. They are particularly useful for single-glazed windows, or where upgrading to triple glazing isn't feasible. However, window film does look like you have cling film on your window. 10. Draft excluder. A trick that your grandmother or great-grandmother would have used is to fill fabric tubes with insulating material, like rice or old clothing, sometimes called draft snakes or sausage dogs. Placed at the base of doors or windows to stop cold air from entering, they can be homemade from old clothing or towels, making them a sustainable and cost-effective solution. A great solution for anyone who likes crafting and wants to add a decorative touch. 11. Secondary glazing. For anyone living in a listed building, the main drawback of not being able to replace original single-glazed windows is most apparent in winter. Original windows made from leaded panes, criddle windows, or wooden sash windows all look beautiful. However, they are not energy efficient, and the heat loss through single glazing can be nearly 4 times as much as triple glazing. The only effective solution for listed buildings is to install secondary glazing. This ranges from a DIY plastic frame that pushes into place to a made-to-measure fitted frame with glass. The gap created between a window and the secondary glazing creates a thermal barrier that has 2 main benefits. The gap helps the window to reduce heat loss and is effective at noise reduction. Formal testing demonstrates that secondary glazing can reduce heat loss by 63%. 12. Energy-efficient glazing. Finally, triple glazing can make a significant difference by improving thermal insulation, which leads to lower energy bills and greater comfort. It also offers better soundproofing, enhanced security, and helps prevent condensation. While the initial cost is higher, triple glazing is a worthwhile long-term investment for homeowners, particularly those in colder climates. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may be suffering from the cold. Stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you in the next one on why installing bubble wrap on windows is genius.